What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Kicks Reasons channel. For today we have two sneakers to look at, or actually one, but two different colorways. Those right here behind me. And this is the newest edition of Adidas or Adidas Originals. Most of you know that model from back in the day. It was called Equipment Salvation. Now they have the super complicated name FYW S-97. S-97 probably stands for Salvation from back 1997. This is when those sneakers came out. FYW, I'm not sure what exactly that stands for. It's rather confusing, and I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce those colorways because they're super complicated. The only thing I can actually see is carbon and short red something. I don't know, whatever. All right, let's talk about the sneakers. Right here, I have both colorways. These are actually some of the colorways that were sort of attractive to me. And I don't know what, for whatever reason, Adidas decided to release not a single one of the original colorways, which were absolutely amazing. Most likely, the favorite Adidas for me at that time, 1997, this shoe was the most desired shoe where I lived, alongside with the Reebok DMX 10 Run and Air Max 97. Those are the top three shoes that everybody wanted to have at that time. All the kids wanted to have that shoe. And these were on feet of pretty much anybody that I knew and had my money. The white, black, and orange and the white, black, and blue colorways were the best ones. Everybody wanted these. I am not sure why Adidas are not releasing those original colorways, but they're giving us these color plus versions. It is what it is. Hopefully in the future they're gonna probably decide to release those, but you know, I don't know how they operate. I'm not sure. Let's get on to the shoe and talk about it. First thing you're gonna know is this little logo here, Feature Wear. This was the technology Adidas were using at that time. Now they're not marketing this as feature wear, but if you look at the website, they're saying inspired by heritage cushioning or whatever. So they're kind of implying, you know, hey, if you guys know, you know, yeah, off you go. That's pretty much it. The rest of the cushioning is provided by this EVA, which is kind of like the old school Adiprene Plus or Adiprene. It's not cloud foam, it's not bounce, it's not any of those new foams that are really nice and soft. That being said, they're pretty soft, relatively, and comfortable. I don't think they're on the level of the original one or some of those new foams I mentioned. Back in the day, if you look at the outsole, this section right here, this was actually full. These three pods were full with air or kind of a, you know, some sort of a gas. Back in the day when you press, you can actually feel the depression. Now it's really, really hard. I'm not sure if there's anything inside anymore, but this was one of the best things, you know, tailored towards runners at the time, because the first impact on the pavement is done with your heel. And this was kind of providing this this stepping comfort. You see how it protrudes a little bit from the bottom. This is how the original was, and tons of other models were done the same way with this sort of a gas or air inside. Obviously, we have a torsion shank right here. The torsion was always the one that provided the lateral and medial stability, so the shoe, when you run, does not twist, you know, around, and you know, it's supposed to prevent you from rolling your ankle and stuff like that, and kind of give you a little bit more stability when you run. But one of the favorite features of mine were this right here, this toe lip, how far actually went up the shoe. This was a great design choice by Adidas at that time, and absolutely everybody loved it. Alongside with this kind of a twisted toe box off to the side, you had the Adidas logo right here, the three stripes, and this section here is kind of a suede-ish. I'm not sure if that's genuine suede right now, but it looks really nice. The upper was always synthetic leather and mesh. That's the same with this shoe. In the back here, they had a very nice heel counter, kind of a pillow-ish. And in the tongue, of course, it was just Adidas or Adidas equipment. But right now they have FYW S-97 written down. As mentioned, for some reason they didn't stick with the Salvation name for the shoe. I'm not sure what, maybe legal reasons or something, but that's what they chose. Overall, I think they're great. By the way, go through the size. This is what I went for. This is the insole. Nothing really to write home about. It's kind of a thin-ish, but I've seen worse. Actually, these are okay, I guess, for the most part. They're not the best, but they're not the worst. Padding on the heel is pretty significant, as mentioned. Kind of reminds me of the original. I think the tone is a little bit thinner. The original one had a little bit of a puffier tone, but you know, we come to expect that from Adidas these days. And these are produced in June of this year, so relatively new. Already went for a discount. I grabbed these two colorways from Adidas's official eBay account for like 40 bucks each, so 80 both. Now is the time to grab them, guys. These are killer for the summer, in my opinion. And I'm keep holding this one, but let me show you the other one. Also, you're gonna see it on feet. And this is kind of a dark green colorway. Interesting. I like the way it looked. Some of those colorways they have at the moment are pretty out there with a whole bunch of, you know, different color mixtures and nothing that represents the original too much. This is what the original looked like. You know, 2-3 color blockings, nice combinations, where some of these new ones have like a whole bunch of graphics here in the front and a whole bunch of graphics on the midsole, which I'm not too keen about. And this is the outsole of this one. Really, really nice, again, with a torsion plate. And this section right here I mentioned, which I don't believe there's gas anymore inside, or I don't think there's air, because it's kind of hard. You can't really depress it and feel. It used to be able to just press and collapse. You can feel that gas inside. This one is produced again in April of this year, so a little bit earlier before the other ones. This was another great thing right here. It was kind of like a pocket in the back where the Adidas's logo was. You can put your finger inside. Very nice heel. Love the heel, love the toe lip, and love how the whole shoe came together back in the day. That was an incredible shoe. Trust me when I tell you, in 1997, as where runners go, like I mentioned, the best thing was to have these, the Air Max 97, and of course the Reebok DMX Run. These were the highly three desirable pairs, runners, that pretty much everybody wanted. A lot of my friends actually have these. They had both the white, black, and red, and white, black, and blue, or white, black, and royale. Hopefully Adidas will snap out of it and release those original colorways and give us some old heads something to really want. Because let's face it, these released for what, 120, 130? Nobody's dropping that money. As you can see, these drop to 40, around $40. You can get them directly from Adidas. Yeah, I think part of the reasons is the original colorways were a lot better, and a lot of those people that remember them wanted them, but they never released. That being said, I'm eyeballing a few other ones that I really want to have in the collection, that are kind of a nicer colorways and not too crazy, which I really want to get. And again, for the summertime, these are excellent. Comfort is there. Old school 97, you know, almost 25 years right now. I mean, 22 years. I can't believe the time is flying so fast. This shoe seemed like it came yesterday, and I remember seeing it on so many feet. Obviously, I didn't have it. It was way too much money for me. And at the time, I think I was rocking some Nike. Yeah, I just had the Nike Air way up a year or 2 years ago when these dropped, and I really rocked that shoe until it fell apart. I loved it so much. And when it comes to runners at the time, I think I had a Reebok Graphite Pro 4, which, yeah, that's what I had, and that's what my money stretched about. These were just a luxury to have. But yeah, let's check them out on feet, guys. You're gonna see how they look, both colorways. I highly recommend to grab them, especially for the price of, you know, 40 something dollars right now, directly from Adidas. I think they have a promo. If you grab two, the third one is half off or something like that at the moment. I don't know, but the price is great. Trust me when I tell you, it's really good for what you're paying. Don't go ahead and spend not 100,000, obviously. Don't go ahead and spend $100+ for these. Like I said many times before, for the right price, I will buy pretty much any shoe that I remember and I love from the old days, and this one is one of them. Grab both colorways for less than $90, I think. Both were less. Shipped. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hit the thumbs up if you like the video. Stay tuned to the channel. There will be a lot more coming very soon, I promise. I have a lot more right there in the closet that I need to show you on feet. Oh, by the way, throwback 1993, 1994 Adidas soccer jersey. How many of you still have one? Huh? Tell me. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the thumbs up. Support me, guys. There'll be a lot more content coming to you very soon. Until next time, you have a wonderful day.